Hey guys, and welcome back to the Accumulation Zone. Let's get right away started with our first major update. That would be the Accumulation Zone website. I'm super excited to finally have a website for the Accumulation Zone. And on this website you can find all the information about the indicators that we offer and that I'm coding and developing together with our awesome community. You can also request your 10-day free trial of the SCALPER Pro indicator by clicking on this link here and filling out all the information. So make sure to check out our new website. The link for that is going to be in the description box below. The next big update is going to be our new release of the FinALGO version 2 and the support and resistance trend detector indicator. So let's get started with the new version of FinALGO. So FinALGO version 2 is going to be released this coming weekend to all current VIP Patreon subscribers. So if you want to join now, you can simply check out our website and you would choose the tier of VIP Full Access because the FinALGO version 2 is only going to be part of the VIP Full Access membership. You can sign up monthly either via Patreon or with crypto. There's going to be a discount going on our crypto website. And if you sign up this month, you're going to enter our raffle for a free $10,000 FTMO challenge that we pay for, so you can try out your skills and go out there and prove your trading skills to everyone else that's doubting you. So now it's time to show you all the new features of FinALGO version 2. So first of all, we're gonna turn on FinALGO version 2 on our trading view chart, and we see we get this little EMA overlay that we had in version 1. My main idea behind FinALGO version 2 is not to create a fully automated strategy where you don't have to worry about anything that you're doing. It's made as a confluence indicator. You have an awesome candle coloring system. You can choose between two different display modes, so you can either choose this baseline version where we have EMAs that follow the price, and you can see how big the distance is between the current close price and, for example, our baseline here. So we could consider this as a pullback. If we, for example, turn off the chart, you wouldn't get that same feeling, but here we would be able to tell. And the very interactive and dynamic candle coloring based on the SCALPER Pro is going to help you lots with that too. So we can tell that after a while we're certainly gonna come back to our baseline, and the question now is, how big is that distance from here to here? Are we overextended? Is there still some room to move away from our baseline? That's the whole idea behind this display mode. You can also choose the VWAP bands display mode, which is going to be slightly different but still very similar. So basically what the VWAP is, it's the volume weighted average price that's resetting at the beginning of every new day. We see we had our tight range during Asia, London, got a little fake out to the downside below yesterday's low, and we got our buy signal here on FinALGO. The signals are going to be different from the EMA band display mode, but the main setting you are going to use the VWAP bands for is to see dynamic areas of support and resistance where price is likely to reverse. So if you, for example, get a reversal or a sell signal based on a FinALGO in the red cloud or in the green cloud, it's going to be very likely that this point is going to be a reversal point because price is overextended and very far away from its volume weighted average price. The next setting we're going to cover in this video is the trading mode. Currently you can select between two different trading modes. That would be trend trading or scalping. Basically the difference is if you select trend trading, you are not going to get any buy signals. For example, if we are currently below the baseline on the EMA display mode, or for example if we are below the VWAP, you wouldn't get a buy signal. If you choose scalping, you get all the buy and sell signals, so that's the only difference between them. It's only that fit if, okay, I'm a trend trader, I only want to be in a long position if we are above the baseline or if we are above the VWAP. If you're scalping, you can also use buy signals that are below the VWAP or below the baseline. Now to the different signal settings, you, for example, can choose if you want to see the buy and sell signals, or maybe you just want to use the overlay with the awesome candle coloring. That could already be enough. Those buy and sell signals are a little idea for you to give you that extra bit of confidence to keep holding that trade. That's also what the candle coloring is for. As long as the candles don't change in their color, you're all good to stay in your trade, to give you that extra bit of confidence to stay in your trades, to take the trades without waiting for extra and extra and extra confirmation until it's too late and price is going against you by the time you entered. You can also choose to see reversal signals. For example, this reversal signal up here or up here, but with reversal signals itself, you always have to be very sure of what you're doing, give yourself a little bit bigger stop loss than you would normally do based on a normal buy and sell signal. But the idea is to use FinALGO version 2 in confluence with the trend detector and even the SCALPER Pro as tools together to form your trade ideas. And like mentioned before, FinALGO version 2, the trend detector and the SCALPER Pro are community-based indicators. So I receive feedback from the community on Discord, for example, new features they want to see on FinALGO version 2 or some great new ideas I haven't even thought of. So yeah, that's the idea behind SCALPER Pro, FinALGO and the new trend detector indicator part. Let's talk a little bit about the candle coloring. So we see purple candles usually when we are inside a consolidation range. So let's say, for example, you would have seen this price action. We saw this movement to the downside. That's not really what we would consider a consolidation range, but right here we saw those very narrow candles with almost no movement at all. So what I usually do is I draw a box around that and consider this as my consolidation range. It's a 15-minute chart, so we spent quite some time consolidating here, and we broke out of this consolidation area right on this candle. I usually place my stop loss at the high of the box or at the 50% level, and usually go for a 2 or 3 to 1 risk reward ratio, which would have been hit very easily after this consolidation range breakout. You can simply set alerts to get notified whenever those purple candles appear, and all you have to do is draw your box around it or wait for your sell signal on FinALGO to take this thing short. You can also use the SCALPER Pro as additional confluence. That's the whole idea with FinALGO, SCALPER Pro and trend detector, for you to use as your toolbox to frame your trade ideas and also stay within your trades. I mean, the candle coloring here is just super handy because it's not changing from green to red, from green to red, from green to red. We're actually going to see different candles with different meanings, and there's going to be no difference. You can use a 15-minute time frame, you can even go down to a 1-minute time frame, and you still get the same ideas. Let it load here for a second. For example, here, let's go right here. We had those purple candles we've been talking about. We see this range, we broke out of it. Scalping, you wouldn't be trend trading on a 1-minute time frame, you would look for short entries. So we broke out of our consolidation, retested it, grabbed a quick, let's say we placed our stop loss again at 50%. Very simple. And same again, a little bit later, a few minutes later, we got our next consolidation range of purple candles. We broke out of it, placed our stop loss below it, and we would have been able to catch another very small, price-wise and movement-wise, very small but simple 2 to 1, 3 to 1, or if you're going for a 1 to 1 risk reward ratio trade setup. So very simple, nice candle coloring. We can also go up to a 4-hour chart, and it just confirms most of your ideas. We saw we got those purple candles inside this range. It's not gonna color all those candles in a purple color, because most of the time, like for me to be able to code this, it would basically require a repainting indicator, but still we get the idea. We see our consolidation, we draw up our box around the lows and highs of this consolidation, we see we get our breakout, and on a 4-hour chart you would get your breakout confirmation. From there you could go down to a 15-minute time frame and wait for your retest that we got right here, or you would see another opportunity inside our 4-hour opportunity on the lower time frame that you can take advantage on and enter based on this consolidation here. So there are so many opportunities how you can use FinALGO version 2. Let's for example turn on the EMA bands again and see what it looks like. We've been below our baseline, so that's exactly what we want to see. We saw this consolidation, we had our previous pullback, broke out of this consolidation and moved further away from our baseline, continuing to run further away. And last but not least, I also want to cover the new trend detector indicator that is going to be available this weekend to all VIP full access Patreon subscribers. So basically all the indicator does is it's going to draw a dynamic support and resistance level depending on what time frame you're choosing. It's going to show you fair value gap settings about the very popular smart money concepts and everything. So for example, we have a fair value gap here from this candle's low to this candle's high that we are looking forward to fill. We also had a fair value gap from this candle's high to this candle's low. And right now we already traded into this range, so we reduced the fair value gap down, filling in more and more and more orders that we're not able to fill because price just quickly dropped here. So that's the whole idea about smart money concept and fair value gaps. If you want to learn more about it, definitely check out our Discord live streams. I'm usually live during the New York session, at least 2 or 3 times per week on our Discord server. The link for that is in the description below. And yeah, so we see our dynamic support and resistance being drawn by the trend detector. For example, here we had this nice little support level where we bounced off 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We wicked below it to grab some liquidity, shot back above it, filling in this fair value gap, continuing further lower. And we now formed this resistance up here and the support level. And right now, our little trend detector tooltip here tells us that we are currently in an uptrend. We filled in this fair value gap, and it's going to give you lots of more valuable information for you to like frame your trade ideas to use in conference with FinALGO version 2 or the Scalper Pro. I'm super excited to see everyone being able to use the new FinALGO version 2 and the new trend detector in conference with the Scalper Pro. I'm gonna be excited to see all your different trades. That's best feeling for me after spending so much time on coding these indicators and strategies for you guys, working together as a community. And yes, thank you very much for watching this video to the end, and I'm very excited to see you on our Discord server in one of our live streams. And yes, take care, trade responsibly, and have a good time. I'll see you in the next video.